Okay, perfect. Good, good, good. Okay, here we go. All right. Just about ready, sir. Oh, okay. Ooh. All right. All right, everybody. This is Poncho Blazing ATM, aka everybody. And somebody say everybody to the Talking Poncho's Palace podcast. This is episode 194 to the previous recording. I appreciate you all tuning in so much. Can you believe that we're at 194 episodes? So we are currently at 194 episodes on the Talking Poncho's Palace podcast. Oh, that is great. From the time that you all have been here in the first episode in July 30th of 2020, all the way until now, 194th episode. I appreciate everybody. Say 6 episodes away before we officially hit the 200th anniversary episode. So I'm not for sure where we're going to be at on our 200th anniversary for the 200th episode. But what I can tell you is that we are going to do it live and big on the 200th episode. So we do have a couple of quick announcements before we officially begin. The NAACP 57th Annual Image Awards, the 57th Annual NAACP Image Awards took place earlier at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight. So be sure to go to Paramount Plus, CBS.com, and BET.com to check out the replay of that award show. And in addition to that, the talking. Oh, hold on a second, y'all. I don't know what's happening up there, but it seems like it's some fire or something going on. So I'm not for sure what's happening. But whatever the case may be, Lord help them in the name of Jesus. And I'd just like to say this. The Talk of Poncho's Palace podcast, new episodes will be out Monday. So tomorrow, we will not be live for the Talk of Poncho's Palace podcast at all. I will be with 3 different churches. I'll be with House of Hope in Atlanta, Georgia. And also I'll be with New Assemblies Church in Wise, Virginia. And finally, I'll end up back in KCC Kingdom City Church in Charlotte, North Carolina. So I'll be in 3 different locations. And I won't be able to be here with you all tomorrow. But Monday, we're going to be here Monday with you all on the Talk of Poncho's Palace podcast episodes 195 and 196. So the 195th and 196th episode of the Talk of Poncho's Palace podcast will resume this Monday, March the 2nd, 2026. And this is the official last day of Black History Month. So we are less than 40 minutes away before Black History Month officially ends, and we transition over to Women's History Month. So I'll say this real quickly. Happy Black History Month to everybody all around the world. I appreciate you all very, very much for always rocking with us during Black History Month. You all Live Nation here in just a moment. But before that, it will be Women's History Month starting tomorrow. And happy Women's History Month to all women and ladies all around the world. This coming month is your month in March. You are loved, adored, and appreciated and celebrated very, very much. And throughout the month of Women's History Month, we're going to talk all about women. This Friday, Facebook Live with Poncho Blazing ATM episode 18 will officially be live this Friday. So be sure to subscribe to my Facebook fan page at Poncho Blazing ATM for only 99 cents. And be sure to follow me on Facebook and Joseph James Holland in order to be with me for Facebook Live this Friday. And in addition to that, in 198. So it will be the 197th and 198th episode of the Talk of Poncho's Palace podcast. this next Saturday, rather. So be sure to follow me and subscribe to me on YouTube and Poncho Holland Vivo in order to receive live notifications and join the YouTube Live Nation chat. And speaking of that, the YouTube Live Nation chat, we have the YouTube Live Nation chat in the building. We have the YouTube Live Nation chat in the building. So far, I see Key It Hamlet. Key It Hamlet, thank you for tuning in, and hi and hello. We've got Emily, yo girl. Emily, yo girl. God bless you also, and thank you for tuning in. Hi and hello. And Emily sounds like a cutie right there. I'm just saying. I don't know how old you are, but to everybody in the YouTube Live Nation chat, let me know how old you all are and where you're from. That way we can shout you out properly. But Emily, you do sound like a cutie though. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. And we've got Furby Man. Furby Man in the building. Hello, hi, and thank you for tuning into the Talking Poncho's Pals podcast and the YouTube Live Nation chat. And also, we got IX6. We got IX6. Thank you for tuning in, and hi, hello to the Talking Poncho's Pals podcast. And if I'm reading that correctly, you say that it is your birthday. Okay, all right. Hey, well, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Let me know how old you are and where you're from. That way we can shout you out properly. To everybody in the YouTube Live Nation chat, let me know how old you all are and where you're from. That way we can officially shout you out properly. And not only that, if this is your first time ever being in any of my live streams, any of my live recordings whatsoever, and the case may be, let me know officially. That way we can shout you out properly. But IX6, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Oh, happy birthday, IX6. Happy birthday to you. Like 6 titles like MJ. Like 6 titles like MJ. Like 6 titles like Michael Jordan. It is X6. And it is number 6 for the year 2026. It is number 6 for the year 2026. Hey, hey, IX6. Hey, hey, IX6. Hey, hey, IX6. Everybody say it with me. IX6. Hey, hey, IX6. Hey, hey, IX6. Hey, hey, IX6. Hey, hey, IX6, happy birthday to you. IX6, IX6, happy birthday to you. And I hope that you celebrated your birthday very well. And you are loved, adored, and appreciated. Everybody is loved, adored, and appreciated. And I appreciate you very much. And speaking of that, let me show you where my high school is. Good old Harlan County High School. Look at them purple lights right there. Don't you love them purple lights right there? The Harlan County High School, located in Baxter, Kentucky. That parking lot always be lit great with them purple lights. And I'm going to say this. If you ever visit Harlan County, Kentucky, I recommend that you visit Harlan County High School. I guarantee you, you will love it. It's just like a college, literally. I see you. All right, all right. But it is great to be here with you all. And just a couple quick announcements also real quickly. Sister Marsha Steele from Norton, Virginia, will be the special guest minister at New Assemblies Church, Pentecostal minister there in person. If you're not able to be there in person, the church is in West Virginia. So if you're not in there, be sure to check it out online. I'm sure they'll have their services online on Facebook. Speaking of that, my mama, Prophetess Princess Holland, a legendary Christian minister, singer, and future First Ballot Hall of Famer, will be the special guest minister next Sunday at Full Gospel House of Salvation in Appalachia, Virginia. And that takes place at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. No. It takes place at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So be sure to be with us in person if you're able to in Appalachia, Virginia. If you're not, please check it out online. The services will be streamed on YouTube and Facebook. In addition to that, Cornerstone Community Church wanted me to announce that they're going to be having their revival from March 4th until March the 8th. So from March 4th until March the 8th of 2026, their revival will officially be taking place. Be sure to be with them in Baxter, Kentucky. And along with that, we got to cut this off real quickly just to go to our first commercial break. And before we go to our first commercial break, I want to shout out iPatch in the building. iPatch, hi and hello. Thank you for tuning in to the Talk of Poncho's Palace podcast. This is episode 194, and we'll officially be right back in about 30 to 45 seconds. Just about ready to be back on the air. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are officially back on. This is the Talk of Poncho's Palace podcast, episode 194, with the 194th episode of the Talk of Poncho's Palace podcast underway. With another quick announcement, real quickly, before we talk about our topic for tonight. The WNBA 2026 season will officially start on May 8th of 2026. Be sure to follow the WNBA.com for more on their season and what the schedule will officially be. And March Madness for the NCAA men's and women's college will make the tournament and what the schedule will officially be. And I believe that is just about all the announcements. 2026. Write this down on y'all's calendars and put it in your memory, put it in your brain. Next month, well, April 18th, and I better not have hit nothing. April 18th, I don't think I did, of 2026 will be the official day that I'll be celebrating my 15th year in the music industry. Can you believe it's going to be 15 years that I was in the music industry? My goodness. Oh, wow. So be sure to write that down for April 18th of 2026. It is my 15th year anniversary in the music industry overall. And it is still NBA Pioneer Black History Month, where we're going to be talking about NBA players from the past, present, and future. And when I think of that, I think of one man. He came and was drafted by New Orleans, but traded to Los Angeles that night. And ever since then, he played for the Los Angeles Lakers his whole career. If anybody was closest to MJ, it probably would have MJ and everything. But due to his injuries late in his career, we'll never know if he would have surpassed Michael Jordan or not. I will tell you this. The late, great Kobe Bryant is one of the greatest of all time to ever do it. It is sad that he passed away in January 26th of 2020, just 2 months before the pandemic officially happened. He passed away. Kobe officially retired from the NBA on April 13th of 2016 in his final game against the Utah Jazz, where he scored 61 points against them, or 60 points, I think. And to see him go out like that was great, but it was tragic when he passed away. It's hard to believe it's been 6 years since he's passed away officially, but he will officially be missed. And I'm telling you, if you've never seen Kobe Bryant play, I hate that for you, because he was tremendous. Kobe was one of the greatest of all time to ever do it. And yes, he was a ball hog. He was the biggest ball hog. Everybody would tell him to pass the ball. Everybody would. And then in his final season, everybody was like, no, keep it, keep the ball. But Kobe Bryant was great. Won titles with Shaq. Won 3 titles with Shaq, rather. And then he won 2 more titles on his own. But he will be truly missed. Kobe Bryant is, every day. Well, with this episode of the Talk of Poncho's Palace podcast, this only means one thing. Now, normally, it would be the late night chat. Hey, Joe P, I knew you was going to come in sometime soon. I was waiting on you, Joe P, to come in, man. I knew you was waiting to come in. And yeah, that New York Giants, we all about the New York Giants, Joe P. All about them Giants. How you doing, Joe P? It's so good to see you once again. And Joe P, did you get warm weather your way? But normally, it would be, oh, that's good. I'm glad you're doing good, Joe P. Hey, I'm ready for spring and summertime. I'm ready for some warm weather. I gotta have some warm weather. I'm through with the cold weather right now. But normally, it would be the late night chat. It would be the late night version of the Talk of Poncho's Palace podcast. And usually what we would do is we would talk hot, spicy, and sexy talk. But tonight is going to be a different story. Tonight, we're not going to go the route of the late night chat. We're not going to go the route of the hot, spicy, and sexy talk version of the Talk of Poncho's Palace podcast on episode 196, Monday night. But tonight, it is going to be the finale of Blackatology. So now, throughout the week, we have been doing Blackatology throughout the week. It's basically where we're going to be rapping, hip-hopping. In this situation, we have done Blackatology on Facebook Live with Poncho Blazing ATM, episode 17. Be sure to check out the replay, available right now. We've talked about it and done it on episode 193 earlier today. Be sure to check out the replay of episode 193 of the Talk of Poncho's Palace podcast. And now, when we come back from commercial break, we are USA. And I love our international countries also. But stay tuned. We're coming right back from commercial break in about 30 to 45 seconds. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back live on the Talk of Poncho's Palace podcast. This is episode 194. We're on the 194th episode of the Talk of Poncho's Palace podcast, and we are about to do the finale of Blackatology. So, and Joe P, what is it that you are doing D1? What's D1, if you don't mind me asking? All right. But for those of y'all that don't know, with Blackatology, it's basically just an explanation of us talking about Black history from past, present, and future. So we are going to do some Blackatology right now, and it starts at this moment. We have discussed Blackatology on Facebook Live with Poncho Blazing ATM, episode 17. And it was part 2 of Blackatology, done on the Talk of Poncho's Palace podcast, episode 193. Emmett Till was one of a kind, one of the true kids that had a great future, a true black kid. Not only just a true black kid, but a true kid overall in general. In Chicago, Illinois, was free to do whatever he wanted to, was free to do whatever he needed to. And we all know that we love Chicago, Illinois. Chicago is for the Chicago Bulls, with Michael Jordan winning 6 NBA titles. We had the Chicago Sky. We have shows like Chicago Med, Fire, and PD. And you better not mess with Sergeant Hank Voigt, because Sergeant Hank Voigt will put you down to the ground within a split second, within a split minute. If Sergeant Hank Voigt can't save the day, nobody can save the day. And you got Kelly Semperide over there, one of the greatest firefighters of all time on Chicago Fire. But who can ever forget Captain Chief Wallace Bowden Wallace, whatever, how you say his name. His true personality is from England, but he can speak American and speak the United States of American language very, very good. And then you had Casey, Lieutenant Captain Casey, one of the greatest lieutenants of all time on that show. But she trained Stella, and now Stella is going to be one of the all-time greatest there. But all the characters of Chicago Med, Fire, and PD were and will always be great. And when we think about Chicago, the late great Emmett Till lived in Chicago, had a great future and a bright future. But one summer, he wanted to go to Mississippi. And his parents, his mama tried not to get him to go to Mississippi. But he chose to go to Mississippi anyway. And we all know that Mississippi was one of the most racist states ever in the United States of America, North America, in history overall. And you know you best not go to Mississippi. And bad enough when you visited the South, in the states like Georgia, Virginia, calling them out, Tennessee, Kentucky. I love Kentucky, but Kentucky was racist too. But you didn't hardly hear it as much as Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Tennessee. Those were the ones. Georgia, Alabama, and definitely Mississippi. So the late great Emmett Till goes to Mississippi and spends time there. Well, there was a convenience store with 4 black boys. 4 black boys going to the convenience store to get something. Now we all know back then, blacks, because the late great Emmett Till was very different. Now if it was me also, I'd be in that same predicament. I'd still be talking to the white girl and white woman myself. I'm just letting you know, I love me some white women and white ladies. I love them. And the white girls, they get black boys and black men's attention real quick. And to put it on that, the late great Emmett Till talked to her. Well, that was okay. But then he whistled. But now here's the question. Did he really whistle at her? Well, the white girl at the time, the white woman, said that he did. And so the men that was with the white girl, they found the late great Emmett Till. And along with 2 black men, 2 black boys, they beat Emmett Till to death. I mean, they put his face down to the mat, killed him, stomped on him, and everything. And if that wasn't bad enough, they put him down to where he was unrecognizable. The mother at the funeral would not let it go. She filed charges, but they got away. The black boys that participated in it, they got paid off. But the white men, a year later, they confessed to a news outlet, a newspaper. But with the jurisdiction and the statute, they couldn't do nothing about it. But not only did Emmett Till get beat, Kunta Kinte. Kunta Kinte was one of the first slaves ever recorded in the United States of America. Kunta Kinte did his best to run away, but he got caught every time. And Kunta Kinte is one of the most memorable slaves. Seek the dogs on you. If you try to run, they would whip you with stripes. And those stripes and those lashes, they hurt very, very badly. And records only indicate of the half of it. When you go to museums in Tennessee, Georgia, and museums all at all, and the history books only tell you what you want to hear and what you want to see. But the museums, you go to the museums and they tell you the whole history of Black history. They tell you the whole history of Black history, past, present, and future, from the time of when slavery started all the way until now. With the Rosa Parks incident, Rosa refusing to give up her seat, the late great Rosa Parks, that started the boycott bus. We had homes as Black people in the Jim Crow era, but they was low income homes. And we had businesses, especially in Oklahoma. But in 1919 in Oklahoma, white people at that time was so mad at us, was so angry because we were successful. They burned our whole town down. They burned our whole city down. Further, they burned all families that was successful. Now, today's white people, I love, because today's white people stick up for you, all stick up. But if they stuck up for you, or if they tried to, they would get punished along with their families. So those white people that was in slavery in the Jim Crow era at that time had no choice but to be with their own kind. Now with coloreds and whites, I'll explain the difference. Coloreds is for Black people and whites is for whites only. At that time in the Jim Crow era, you had to be with your own kind. Blacks only, coloreds only, and whites only. With that, I thank God that we don't live in that era no more. I thank God that we don't have to deal with that. I thank God that we can be with anybody that we want to be. We mix it up all the time in sports, in businesses, in jobs, in houses. We mix it up everywhere all the time. And by 2050, 75% of the world will be interracial. 75% of the world will be mixed. So we better get ready for it, because it's coming and it's here. To all those that are still racist and may not like it, but you have to respect it. Then I will say about the LGBTQ community, they get a lot of criticism. To beat us down, they beat us down with, especially the police back then. And the slavery police is way different than today's police. Today's law enforcement officers are great. But the Jim Crow era and the slavery officers, law enforcement, they didn't care. They just wanted the recognition, and they did whatever it took to beat us down. And you can't beat us down. You can't tear us up. You can't destroy us, no matter how hard you try. We are Black people. We are Black history. We are Black intelligence. We are Black excellence. We are Black power. We're just not only that, we love everybody, because Black Lives Matter. Not only do Black Lives matter, but all lives matter. From whites to internationals and to the purple light that's right there behind me. That matters too. That purple light beside me matters too. And I will tell you this, with everything that matters in the world, we are free as people to do whatever we want. We have the freedom and power to do whatever we need to. We are no longer in slavery and in bondage. We are free as United States of Americans in North America. And I would like to see internationals be free. I would like to see internationals have freedom in countries, in their countries. I would like to see internationals be free in the United States of America with no trouble and no cause at all. Now, yes, you do have some internationals that scam, and some that fraud, and some that do all kind of things that they shouldn't do. But for some, they are sincere. Just like internationals, for Black people, they know what we go through. But I love everybody all around the world, from Black to white, international, it don't matter. Whatever your race is, whatever your color is, whatever your culture is, whatever your background is, whatever you worship, whatever you don't worship, I will always love you all. I may not like and agree with your ways, but as a Black man, I'm a Christian. And as a Christian, I am a Black man. And because I'm a born-again Christian, I am a Black man. I'm sexy, I'm handsome, I'm good looking, and I'm hot. And I thank you for our black culture, for our black heritage, from all those in past, present, and future in Black History Month. Thank you for paving the way for us black people. To the late great George Washington Carver for peanuts, to the late great Booker T. Washington, Tuskegee, to the late great Harriet Tubman freeing the slaves, to Madam C.J. Walker, the late great Madam C.J. Walker, to those that ran in public office as black people, to those that played in sports overall, to those in our black churches overall. I appreciate all of our black culture all around the world. No matter where you're from, we will always be the black culture. We will always have black heritage. We will always matter because black history matters all the time. And happy Black History Month to everybody out in the entire world. Black people, we are loved, adored, and appreciated. We are great. We are excellent. We are beautiful. We are smart. Don't never tell nobody that you ain't. Don't never tell nobody. Don't never let anybody tell you that you can't do it, because you can do it. Yes, it's hard with income. Yes, it's hard because we may not have it like white people. Yes, it's hard because we may not get it like white people. Yes, it's hard because we may not get it like other cultures and international people. But for us black people, we stick together no matter what. We may not stand each other from time to time, but at the end of the day, we are there for each other no matter what the case may be. And we went from being in the outhouse, being in the poorhouse, to now being in the White House. We went from getting whipped to now owning businesses, from having nothing to being a somebody, to being something. And all glory, God, and praise goes to our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, goes to God Almighty, because He is the one that put us through it and kept us through it. Because through it all, we are free at last. And that will conclude the end of Blackatology, Pantheology, his story with sociology, justiceology, justice for all, equal rights and the civil rights. Because one day it is glory, honor, and praise to be free, and we free as a nation and free as a world, free once and for all. Be sure to follow me on Facebook and my regular page, and Joseph James Holland. Be sure to subscribe to my Facebook fan page and Poncho Blazing ATM for only 99 cents. Be sure to like, share, and follow and subscribe to Poncho Holland Vivo on YouTube in order to receive live notifications and join the YouTube Live Nation chat. Also, be sure to follow, like, and share Prophetess Princess Holland and Prophetess Princess Holland Vivo in order to receive live notifications and join the YouTube Live Nation chat for her. And on Facebook, be sure to follow us and subscribe to One Way Ministries and Global Force Record, FR Incorporated's YouTube and Facebook. And along with that, be sure to follow me on Zang, OnlyFans, TikTok, and this will conclude the end of episode 194. I appreciate you all tuning in to the Talking Poncho's Palace, episode 194. And I will see you all Monday for the Talking Poncho's Palace podcast, episodes 195 and 196. You all are loved, adored, and appreciated. Keep blazing. Always have God in your life, no matter what. And I'm signing out as of right now.